This week, one-star bumps, hanging stuff in the rafters, NCAA sleeper squads. DJ Rodman swings by. Thanks for joining us. It's a great episode.
It's your favorite time of the year, DK, spring training. And there's no better place for MLB gear than our partner, Homage.com. Grab yourself a Cincinnati Reds starter jacket, a Paul Skeens soft tee. Awesome gear from every MLB team. It's all available at Homage.com. Be sure to click the link in our show notes to help support your favorite podcast, One Star Recruits.
What's going on, guys? This is DJ Rodman with the One Star Recruit podcast.
Yo, aloha, checking in at 190. We're still working on, Rip, a very problematic thing in my household. I'm still working through a 1 pound box of See's candy from Valentine's Day leftover. The box itself has added some weight to me. This is the double decker of See's candy. Milk chocolate box. When you go in, you walk into the lovely See's candy. The lady gives you a sample. If it's your lucky day, usually it's a sample that has some marshmallow in it. Those are my favorite. Those are the high demand chocolates for me. If they have marshmallow inside of them, I'm in no matter what. But you get your free sample. Lady's very nice. Go in, grab your 1 pounder milk chocolate. Usually I just get the half a pound, one layer. It's enough. I said, you know what? We're going to use this for the rest of the month. Desserts at the house. It's killing me, bro, the 1 pound box. It's killing me physically. It killed my bank account. 63 shekels. $63. 63 dólares, bro, for the 1 pound box. But I'm here. We're March 3rd. We're still picking at it, dude. But it's put on some weight for me. I'm about back at 190. I'm literally digging through the graveyards right now of a See's candy box of just the halves and the quarters of what Kimmy has picked through and slid nice and left the ones she doesn't like. She just leaves there, and I'm just picking the leftovers, just these killed soldiers on the field. But I'm not mad at it. It's been actually I've been looking forward to it. I've been looking forward to coffee in the morning and going through the See's candy graveyard box at night. I think $63. Let me eat this coconut quarter piece that my wife spit out of her mouth because she didn't like this one. What's your favorite flavor? What's your favorite chocolate flavor when you get a box of chocolates, Rip?
I like the molasses chips from See's. I have See's like a 7-minute walk from my house, so danger zone right there. But if you want to keep it rolling, DK, we're 5 weeks out from Easter. I think you if I'm not mistaken, I think you have a Costco trip coming up tomorrow. I think you're gonna make a Costco run.
Good knowledge. Yeah, you know my Tuesday routine. Is that how predictable I am? Good on you for knowing that. Continue. Go ahead. This sounds like a wreck.
I'm going to give you an early recommendation of the week. They have a 10-pound chocolate bunny at Costco that you're supposed to smash with a hammer to break it apart. That thing will last you the rest of the year. I'm going to send you a picture. I took a picture of my two sons, 7 and 9, standing next to that thing. They're the smallest thing out of the three. The thing towers over them. It's a chocolate bunny that'll last you the rest of the year, DK. I say keep it going. Why not?
I'm done. 1 pound of See's candy, and I'm done. I think I'm done for 2 years on chocolate. Like, give me Lent for 2 years, no chocolate. 10 pounds is way too much. What is that? 4 feet? 4.5 feet?
Yeah, and I think it's $100.
Jerome Randall, man, 1-star bump, same height as him. Former 1-star guest. 1-star bump in the basketball community, also to our guy Jerry McNamara, Rip, head coach at Siena. Have you seen what he's been doing since he's been on the podcast? Have you got to look at Coach Jerry McNamara?
No, are they going to make the tourney?
They very well could make the tourney, my man. He took over 2 seasons. We had him. You can listen back. We had him early. This is the Syracuse point guard who's just a basketball fanatic and hustler and ultimate point guard type player who became a coach. Now he's at Siena. They were dead last in the MAC when he took over. So in the last 2 years, remarkable turnaround. Conference championship contender. I need to get in the weeds and see what they have to do, but they're top 3 finish in their league this year. 20 regular season wins, which is unheard of there. Rooting for them to make the tournament. Congratulations. I think they play Ryder coming up. That's a must win. I need to look into that. Winston, pull up that roster for Coach McNamara. 1-star bump. Pretty good shit, dude. 1-star bump for my kid, DK Jr. actually, Rep, tonight. He had a first. We did a first for the boy. Probably something you've never even done. DK Jr. might be more cultured than you, Rip. We went to his first revolving sushi bar. Have you been?
I don't think I have.
They're kind of amazing. I think just like you, people poo-poo them. I poo-pooed them in the past too, until coming back to Beaverton. And I've been a couple times now. I never brought the boy though, but we brought him this time because this has to be like going to Disneyland. It's pretty amazing. It's like robot waiters, delicious sushi, snow crab California rolls that are served in like orders of four. It's the right size serving, but the plates come by. It's fun and interactive. I think actually your kids would love it even if they're not sushi people. They had beef, they had all kinds of chicken, ramen, they had fruit going through this thing. It's a little bit of conveyor belt chaos. So it's everything's happening, but everything flies right past your face, Rip, and you can press a button and grab it. And then the way that it charges you is by your plate. So you throw your plate in this thing and it counts it. It's gamified. So every 15 plates that you finish, you get this little points on your board, on your little menu board, which is kind of chill. And then I ordered a Diet Coke. Wifey ordered a Sprite. Got some extra wasabi. Fucking robot server came over. This little R2D2 thing. Burr, 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 burr. Came over, delivered my drinks. Almost pushed DK Jr. out of his Duna, his Duna stroller. Push him aside. We got a little nervous. He didn't flinch though. He didn't care. 2026, his baby's about to see it. It was interesting though. You gave me a rec. I'm going to give you a rec. I returned a rec with a rec, but also DK Jr.'s first experience, conveyor belt sushi. Other really great pro tip, Rip. We did 15 plates. We only got one little fun character on the board. We did between the two of us. We did 15 plates. Guess the price. Take a guess.
$87 per person. So I'm saying
44 bucks.
174.
44 bucks, Rip. 44 bucks. I was eating some yellowtail, bro. The fancy stuff. I was eating some ponzu bluefin tuna. Tasted fresh to me. It's the one thing you get concerned about the conveyor belt things is like how long has it been sitting out? How fresh is it? Some of those. I'm here right now to throw it away. Just give it a try. I think if you have kids, it's a good way to go at sushi. There are also some really good fit people in there. Look like they just came from the gym. Gave me good motivation. I was making the right decision after my C's candy. I'm going to eat some C's candy tonight. I'm already thinking about it right now. My boy Rip's 53 years old throwing out molasses chips. You and Warren Buffett. Nobody's even heard of molasses chips. What is that? Is that a different item that they sell by the lollipops?
It's one of the most popular items at C's. You don't even know it. They sell them by the box. It's a molasses like toffee like chip covered in chocolate. You put them in the freezer. You can eat them room temperature. Top seller, man.
You'll slip on that molasses. I didn't take you for a molasses guy. You're a beer guy. You were talking last week. Now I'm big molasses guy. Can I catch you getting a molasses cookie?
I'd eat a molasses cookie. That sounds amazing.
They're it. I've seen them at the coffee shops. Actually, I've been hitting a lot of coffee shops, man. I've been doing a lot of lattes. It's going to be my one-star moment of the week, actually, the last one I had. I'm going to save it. Portland, a lot of lattes, bro. A lot of gray weather and a lot of different flavored lattes. A little bit of basketball, though. I'm here to put some people on about 3 quick teams coming up for the NCAA tournament. We have DJ Rodman coming up. He's balling in the G League. We're going to keep it basketball here with March coming up. We're moving into March 3rd, Rip. We're recording early March here. So I want to stay as up to date with some of this, but I just want you to think of upsets early because you're going to start filling your bracket in, and I know you're going to get it. You're going to be like, oh, yeah, DK and Rip talked about blah, 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 whatever. Portland State Vikings. Okay, here's your first team. They're here in my backyard. I think they have to beat the shit out of Weber State tonight. Winston, can you give me a score update? 84-60. End of regulation, game over. So they're in, Rip. Looks like they're going to the tournament. 14 seed of the tournament. Big Sky tournament. So 1-star favorite going in there, and keep an eye open. Keep an eye open on this team, Portland State, this little team being a squad that can come in and beat one of these Nebraskas or Craytons. You remember Bryson Long? That name ring a bell to you, Rip? Arizona State guy?
No, sir.
He's a 6'2 senior who's at Arizona State. He didn't get a lot of playing time. He's shooting 40% from 3. Keep an eye on him. Last name Long, Portland State. Also, moving over to the Big West. So DK Jr. goes to sleep. I put him to sleep, and then I have a little bit of basketball time. I don't know why the universe has been serving me up a lot of Big West basketball, but it has. And I've been digesting it. I've been eating it. I'm cool with it. The Hawaii Rainbows, the Rainbow Warriors here, Rip. Circle them. Same conference with UC Irvine. We know we love Russ Turner. Me and you have been out to Anteaters Arena many times. I don't even know what that arena is called. I think they're calling it the Donald Bren Center now. God, Donald Bren just took everything over in Irvine. But this Hawaii Rainbow squad, 21-7, and the Big West, it's going to be between them and UC Irvine, who you want to pick, depending on where they go. They're also going to be in that 14th kind of seed genre, but they got a couple white boys. Rip, you got to keep your eyes on. They got a kid named Hunter Erickson. He's a Utah kid. Hawaii has a shitload of these Utah kids. Utah's putting out some ballers. Utah is becoming a basketball state. Is AJ Diabaska going there and spending his time? He's doing everything with his team to get drafted by the Jazz. I look at all of these Big Sky teams, dig into a little bit of this Hawaii Rainbows team, and even these UC Irvines and these UC Santa Barbaras. Lots of Utah connections. Maybe I got to get my kid out to St. George or American Fork, Rip. Now that I'm looking at this is unbelievable. But keep an eye on Hawaii. Hunter Erickson in particular. He's kind of like a Con Knipple. I think he has enough to keep this team together and get an upset in the tournament. And then the UC Irvine Anteaters, I talked about it. Same deal. I think they play fast and they'll be able to upset some teams. So there you go. There's my 3 teams for March that if you see them come up in your brackets, maybe remember this and think, I'm going to pick them for an upset. And if you make some money, tag us on social media. Or if you get some clout at work, a promotion, a pizza party, you're welcome. There you go. You got any squads, Rip? You got any early NCAA tournament teams that you saw and you thought, I think they got the juice?
I'm going with the old favorites from the pod, Siena with Jerry McNamara and St. Louis, the Billikens with our guy Steph Blurry, Robbie Avila, DK. I think they have 5 losses all year. They're a Sweet 16 team in my book. I just got to back up just because in typical one-star fashion, DK, you're all off on some of this stuff. Conference championship week is not till a week and a half from now. So Portland State is not in the tournament. The Big Sky tournament is March 7th to 11th, so they have to win that to get in the NCAA. So you're way off.
They got to win that. Yeah.
Let's take your advice with a grain of salt, but let's just put an asterisk. If these teams do get in, then they're teams you want to bet on.
Exactly. This is assuming that they'll do well in these tournaments, which are the same teams that they've been playing and beating up on in their little divisions. But correct, Rip, correct. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. They're teams to watch for, though. Any teams with Con Knipples types players, I'm circling on my radar of upset alert. Keep my eyes open for an upset or any big drama, or just fun down the line. Watch Hawaii and UC Irvine. I think they play one more time. I could be wrong about that too. Got wrong information all over the place. Rip. Speaking of SoCal, my old stomping grounds, Newport Beach. Enjoy this interview with DJ Rodman.
Now joining the One Star Recruits podcast, we have a California native, a proud alumni of Kaiser Elementary School in Costa Mesa. Shout out to the Knights, and currently a forward for the NBA G League's first place Greensboro Swarm. DJ Rodman is on with the One Star Recruits. Thanks for hopping on, DJ.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for shouting out the elementary school. Shoot, you remember more than I do the name, so that's funny.
I'm gonna put you on the spot because I was gonna ask you. My guy DK, who was out today, my co-host, he spent a good 3 years in Costa Mesa. He still owns a house there. Wow, what's your best memory of your time as a Kaiser Knight? They got some good cafeteria food. What do you got for me?
Oh shoot, cafeteria food. Oh man, that's honestly my best. That's honestly my best moments. We worked for the cafeteria. Had to work for school lunches. We couldn't afford them, so we had to work for them. So that was cool.
They have you washing dishes, or what was the job?
We just served lunch. It was like the first and second lunch, and we served.
Building good humans down there in Costa Mesa. I love it.
Oh yeah.
All right, man. Let's get to the hoops. We fast forward about probably 20 years after that, and you found a nice role on the best team in the G League right now down in Greensboro. To me, it makes a lot of sense. You're killing it shooting threes. I think you're over 50% right now. and also just kind of doing all the little things that you've become known for to help win games with the Swarm. Do you
Right.
feel like you're in a good spot and progressing like you want to down there in Greensboro?
I feel like I'm progressing. I feel like I'm progressing a good amount. Obviously, shooting the three ball well. Just honestly, I'm progressing well, but I'd like to shoot a little bit more. I'd like to get a little bit more up. Some of that's on me. A lot of that's on me. I gotta find opportunities to shoot more. And yeah, I mean, my progression is going well. Averaging more points than last year on less minutes, but got to get rebounds up. But that will come. Been showing it a little bit, but yeah, no, it's been great being able to win. Winning has been one of my things I wanted to do at every level. So yeah, finally winning the past 2 years has been nice.
Yeah, and you've always been solid behind the arc. We kind of mentioned it. I think you're fourth right now in the G League, and the entire G League in 3-point percentage. That 3-point shooting has really kind of stepped up a notch this season. It'd be great to see you get more shots up. On the flip side, though, aside from the 3-pointers, what's something in your game that you've either heard from maybe the brass up in Charlotte that you need to work on, or something you personally would like to improve to bring your game to the next level? Is it that rebounding? What do you got?
Yeah, I mean rebounding is one of those things that I don't necessarily need to improve on. I feel like that's just there, and that's just more time in place, being at the right time, right place, and a right place, right time. Excuse me. And then I think the place I need to improve the most on the past year, I think I should say I think I've improved on being able to guard smaller guards this year more than anything. That was one of the main concerns with. I was talking with my coach from last year, Tyler Lashburn, and he was saying my biggest concern with you was being able to guard the smaller guards, and that's something I wanted to show this year, and I've really had the challenge of doing, and really challenged myself doing, is no matter what, I want to guard either the two-way, the assignment player, and my coaches have helped me as well in that as well, and just been like, hey, like when you're on the floor, you're gonna be guarding the best player. And that's a challenge I really wanted. No matter how tall or fast or quick they are, tall, small, fast, quick, slow, methodical, doesn't matter. Yeah, I think so. A place that I need to get better at is just in between the lines, or in between the 3-point line and the hoop. Just becoming more patient. I'm taking steps there. The past or a few games we had versus DC a couple of weeks ago before All-Star break. I feel like I was taking those steps, being more patient, land on two, being more of a threat when it comes to inside the paint, because obviously as soon as people start getting the talk around of me being a good 3-point shooter, gotta be able to adapt and find other ways to be effective.
Great answer. I mean, it kind of gives people a glimpse into all the little things that you players down in the G League are working on to get better.
Right.
And we're rooting for you to get a call up, land a 10-day whenever it happens. It's kind of what everyone in the G League is after. For you
Right.
specifically, though, with your resume, we know that overseas opportunities have hit your phone from time to time, hit your agent. How do you kind of weigh continuing to chase the NBA dream versus maybe taking a more lucrative chance in another country? Or do you have like an internal deadline for yourself to make a decision like that, or are you like NBA or bust for you? What do you think? What's your thought process on that?
That's a good question, because I like to make this very clear. Like, I'm very self aware about myself, and how the world works, and how in reality, and basing myself in reality, and honestly, like reality talking, like I think that right opportunity, right time, everything. I believe I'm an NBA player, but again, it relies on two things that aren't guaranteed, which is opportunity and timing. It all is about timing, and that's something I've learned in my past 2 years about in the NBA, is just place and time. Just you just gotta wait your time, and for me, it's about being consistent, and I'm not too worried about being good enough or any of that stuff. It's more or less just having consistent opportunity, having consistency more than anything. Because I feel like I've shown that what my value is and what I can bring is just being a 3-and-D guy. And the NBA is it's at a premium, and 3-and-D guys are at a premium in the NBA. That's what teams want. So that's something that I'm okay with, like having that role. And I don't like me. I don't got to score 25 points a game to be effective. I can score 15, or I can score 15, 10 on 4 for 6, 4 for 8 from 3, and have a good game, and then lock up the best guy and have another 7 rebounds. So for me, I'm just waiting for the right opportunity, the right time, and history shows that when I do get opportunity, I do thrive. So that's something I've been thinking about. But and I do have an internal clock, but I like to keep that very flexible. So I'm still young. I'm a young 5 year college student or college player. I'm still only 24. So having only 2 years of one-on-one training under my belt. The past 2 years have been the first 2 years I've been able to really personally train like one-on-one. So I've been able to make it this far without it. So why not see how far I can make it with it?
Thank you for sharing the perspective on that. It's an interesting thought because like one moment might seem like you're far away, but then an injury happens here or there, and like you said, you might be called on to fill a hole with the NBA team. So you just never know, man.
Exactly.
Let's talk. Let's switch gears a little bit. We talked a little bit about it. You grew up in Southern California. I'm here in Long Beach, not far from where you went to high school, mostly in Orange County. Let's play a little game called How SoCal Are You? I'm just gonna hit you with three Southern California questions, some fun stuff here. I know it's been a minute since you've been over here, but let's get into some West Coast stuff here. Who is the West Coast music artist that was number one for you growing up? Any genre.
Who's the West Coast?
West Coast music artist.
Oh shoot, that's a really good question because I don't know if they're West Coast. My mom and my sister, all we listened to growing up is Pink. I listened to Pink, and freaking Big Girls Don't Cry. That's just ingrained in my brain. I think it's Fergie, and then like Janae Aiko, like growing up. That's mostly growing up. Like all the the middle aged West Coast mom music.
I love it, man. Hey, you grew up in a household full of women when you hit me with the Pink right. I'm the same way, man. My sister, yeah, she had me listen to the 80s stuff, but
right.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Right.
All right, next one here, man. I don't even think there's no way they have these down in North Carolina, but In-N-Out, everybody knows it. What's your In-N-Out order when you're back in Cali?
Okay, so I get it's so funny, like I'm laughing because it's like it's just picturing it is funny. So I get two double doubles. I either get two double doubles and one fry, or I get 1 3x3 and two fries. I don't do the animal style. I like just normal, just like regular stuff.
No secret menu.
No, exactly. My boy likes the Flying Dutchman. My sisters also like the Flying Dutchman. My girlfriend likes her favorite's animal flies. But my order again is a 3x3 with two fries and a root beer, or two double doubles in a fry. That's always gotta have 2 in 1 of something.
That's solid, man.
And that's the best burger ever created. I don't care.
Are you on In-N-Out every time you come back to California?
Yeah. Every time I'm in California, I get at least 5. Like I'm there for 2 days, I'm getting it 3 times.
Yeah, that's a solid 2 double doubles, 2 fries. That's a solid probably 1,800 calories putting in your body right there too. Nobody's going hungry. All right.
No, for real.
Last one here. It's been a minute, but DJ Rodman, can you name at least 5 freeways that run through Southern California? Give me 5 freeways. We go by numbers out here.
So you got the 405, the 405. I say that every day. The 55, the 73, the toll road. You got the
toll road. All right.
The 22. You have 22 going to, what is that, Yorba Linda? Like
that's
Yorba
Long Beach,
area?
Long Beach, Yorba Linda, 22.
Or like Orange, like the Orange Freeway. Then you got the 110. You got the 110.
You got it.
And also the 105 in LA. I know the 105 you got in LA.
That's 6, right? We got about probably 12 of them. You just rattled off 6 in like 30 seconds. So never too far from home, man. Yeah, the 110, you probably go up to USC, right?
Yeah.
All right, I love it. Hey, never too far from home. We end every interview with the segment we call 1 star to 5 star. We're 1 stars on this podcast, but we're trying to get better every day with advice and tips from every guest that we have on. So I just want to hit you with a few questions to end it that run the gamut on a 1 to 5 star scale here. You ready?
Gotcha.
All right, you mentioned for a second there your sister and your mom. Your sister Trinity's killing it. She's become one of the most famous soccer players on the planet over the last few years. Let's talk about the brother-sister bond, though, that you two have. Listen to Pink growing up. DK and I both have sisters we're close to as well, but they also live in other states, so not super close. But we try to talk to them every week, keep that bond growing strong. Growing up with a sister, someone you can lean on, what's the 5-star part of that bond between you and Trinity that's the most special to you?
Like for me, it was more or less being able to be a guide, kind of. like for me, I wanted to be the guinea pig for my sister. You know, like I wanted to do stuff that was going to hurt me, like that could potentially hurt me that she didn't have to go through, you know, like whether it was schooling, whether it was like, you know, both like friends or anything like that. Like I always made sure that I always got the bad part of it. Or I mean, she might tell you something different, but like, always, be just being able to be there for someone it was something that I really valued, and something that I didn't want her to think that I was never going to be there for her. So like having like whether one of us had friend problems, like always be at school, like, hey, come over, hang out with us, like blah blah, and all that stuff. And I think it's more or less being just like it's more or less just the brother. It's more or less just having that brotherly sister, you know, just dynamic. I think that's something I valued the most was just being able to be a brother and sister and just valuing that, just being a family. I don't necessarily know how to describe it. I don't necessarily know how to describe what I'm trying to explain, but like being able to call each other brother and sister, you know, and feel good about it. That was something that I cherished. And yeah, that's my big bro. You know, that's my big bro. That's my little sis. So yeah,
I love that
that
answer,
honestly.
and it's cool to see like as you lead your own separate lives and are maybe far apart, like to see how that setting that foundation kind of grows it for the future as adults, you know, because it changes, but it's still
Right.
kind of the same. So,
No, exactly.
and your childhood has been well chronicled. There's a lot of false narratives out there, but we know it wasn't always easy for you guys. But you took those struggles and came out of it as a 5-star human. What's something that your mom Michelle instilled in you that helped you get past some of that noise that you heard growing up?
No one cares who you are. Like no one cares. That's something that my mom just as no one cares, you shouldn't care. You know, like go, yeah, go like go do it. Go say it. You know, like and also but also be humble. That was something that my mom. Sorry, let me take away everything else I just said. Humble. Be humble. Always say thank you. Always hold the door open for someone. Always treat women with respect. Always be respectful towards someone. You don't know what they're going through. You don't know. Just as you want to be treated, treat other people. Doesn't matter who you are. Doesn't matter who the hell you think you are. You know, like if you make $5 million, if you make $2, doesn't matter. You don't change. You don't change. You still say thank you. You still say excuse me. You still say sorry. You still are polite. You still have manners. You are humble. That's one thing. That is the only thing my mom had. It didn't matter. Shoot. We could have been out being freaking drug addicts. You know what I mean? As long as we were humble, that was the one thing that my mom said that would make us happy as people.
Treat the janitor the same way you treat the CEO, right?
Exactly. Because we're all born the same. We all breathe the same air. All bleed the same blood. Also, one more thing about to add on to the humbleness. Always put God first. That was I understand people. Some people aren't religious. I respect that everything, but for me, always God. God in the center of everything. And if you don't, I mean, it doesn't matter if you. I mean, I'll respect you if you don't. I'll respect you if you do. But that's something that I did.
Let's
Oh yeah,
close
it's
it out
fun.
with one for the Wazoo fans. I want to talk about Pullman. You spent an awesome 4 years there through the pandemic, the crazy winters that go on up there. But to me, it feels like a place that you improved so much, not only as a basketball player, but really kind of grew into a man there through your
Mhm.
late teens and early 20s. What would you say is the 5-star aspect about Pullman that you have to be part of that Cougar tradition to really understand being up there?
Being a Cougar really showed me what being an underdog was. I was always an underdog growing up. Whether it was, you know, I was always putting the older kids like my mom knows. Me and my mom joke about this still to this day. Like I was putting the older kids freaking roller skating races when we were in Fountain Valley roller skating rink. You know what I mean? Uh, like I was always an underdog. I always wanted to be the underdog. You know, I want to be. And being in Pullman, that was always just I fought you fight every day. You know, Coach Smith and Coach Shaw. I apologize for transferring after I said I was going to stay, but you know that's neither here or there. But yeah, no, they really taught me what it was like to be a man. They really taught me what not complaining was like. They taught me to suck it up and go to work. You know, being in Pullman, there wasn't time to complain because why are we complaining? We haven't done anything. We haven't done anything. So like, even though every single year we were 500, a little bit above 500, those are some of the best years because it taught me what adversity really was. It taught me that you're not going to be favored at every game. You're not going to be like in high school. You're not going to be the top dog like you are. You got to work. You got to figure out how to work. And I feel like nowadays, so that's gone a little bit. That's out the window a little bit. Like you got to work hard to be where you're at. But yeah, no matter what, you earned what you were given, and that's something I live by. I lived by my entire life is you earn what you get, and I wish everyone could experience it because working hard for something and getting it really it feels good. Honestly, it's a payoff. Literally, that's what payoff is. That's what payoff means.
And honestly, like maybe a little bit similar to the grind that G Leaguers go through is like
Exactly.
you're always trying to prove yourself, getting better day by day, and not always being seen. But so yeah, it's kind of the
Right.
similar grind that maybe Pullman got you a little prep for the G League for. So
Right. I thank Coach Jim Shaw every day for making my legs jelly. That's for sure. As in the defensive drills. Those
what's a
defensive.
tough
Oh my gosh.
what's a tougher practice, a Cougar practice or a Swarm practice that you just got out of right now?
What's tougher than Washington State practice? That
There we
should be
go.
the question. That should be the question. What's tougher? Nails, maybe tougher than nails. That's the only thing that could be tougher. Like
That's the truth.
that's why I really became a man. Those practices, yeah, that's why I became a man for sure.
That's the true tribute to Pullman right there. I love that. Listeners can go follow DJ. It's at DJ_Rodman on Instagram. You can see him playing this week at the Novant Health Fieldhouse in Greensboro and coming soon to a city near you. DJ, man, we're rooting for you all the way. We wish you the best of luck this season and beyond. And thank you again for coming out with the One Star Recruits.
No, thank you. I really enjoyed being able to share.
Special thanks again, DK, to DJ Rodman doing his thing down there in Greensboro in the G League with the Greensboro Swarm. Between him and his sister, man, these guys are making names for themselves, the Rodman family, DK, creating their own paths. And if I see this guy getting possibly a 10-day contract, closing out the NBA season here in Charlotte, most successful brother-sister combo that's been around for a while, if that happens. If he's in the NBA and she's the best female soccer player on the planet, they're right in the argument for best brother-sister combo in professional sports.
Charlotte turned out to be a hot basketball city. Could be opportunity there. Keep your eyes peeled. I've been watching Ben Shelton is a tennis player who dates Trinity Rodman, and she's at a lot of the matches. Incredibly support system, great talent, and just love to see superstars get together and support each other. Checking out Indian Wells, big tennis tournament coming up. Tennis season starts. Get ready for one-star tennis right around the corner. One-star moments of the week, Rip. Go ahead. We all have them. We talk about them. What do you got?
I had a weird one last week. It was something that kind of never happens. Maybe happens every 20 years. Then I kind of turned it into a good moment from a 1-star to a 5-star. I was walking down the street, walking home from the park with my older son, who's 9. I felt something on my leg. It's a nice sunny day. I looked down, and there's a bee on there. And I said, this guy just stung me. I said, Wes, I just got stung by a bee. And so he starts like running all over the place, a little frantic. And I just moaned for a split second. It was a little painful. But then I looked down. I swiped the bee off. My son was like, what are you going to do? What are you supposed to do? I showed him. I showed him my leg. I said, oh, there's the stinger. So I took the stinger. It was hanging out of my knee. I ripped it out like a boss, and while he watched the whole thing and just continued walking home. I'm pretty sure I looked like Superman to him in that moment because he's deathly afraid of bees. I got stung, and then I fixed it just like a doctor, like a PhD, a doctor of medicine. I took the stinger out like I had done it a million times, probably the first time I've ever done it in my life, and I think I looked like a superhero in that moment.
What if you don't take the stinger out? What happens?
Good question. So I Googled it when I got home, and you're supposed to ice it for 10 to 20 minutes, which I did. Got a little swollen and red and itchy the next 3 to 4 days, but now it's totally back to normal. If you do not take the stinger out, it'll be painful. The pain pretty much lessens when the stinger is removed. So I
Mm.
believe that not all the time you can remove the stinger. Sometimes it gets a little embedded, and that's when you have problems. But yeah, it was hanging out of there, so I just ripped that sucker out.
But the only threat is if you're allergic. Other than that, it's just nothing. It's a big nothing burger.
I'm allergic to a lot of things, DK, as we know. Peanuts, walnuts, hazelnuts, not bees, baby.
Not bees, not bee stingers. Pluck that thing out. Pickpocket. Yeah, good for you, man. Superstar dad right there. Your kid didn't even notice. He kept walking and did nothing, said nothing. I don't think it's that impressive, Rip. If you're definitely allergic to bees and you did that, incredibly impressive. But since it doesn't phase you, it's like one single tattoo. My my kid just got his vaccine, more vaccine shots. Here we go. 6-month vaccine shots. Shoot them on up.
Those are going to be illegal pretty soon.
God, Godspeed. Who knows? One star moment. I'm going to turn back to our Sad Boys Club. I'm going to dedicate this one to the Sad Boys Club, the Arizona Cardinals, who we are still Sad Boy Club supporters. We're going to continue to discuss them until Bill Bedwell sells the team. Congratulations on your F- on the NFL scorecards that just came out, Mr. Bedwell. You are the worst. The one star moment of the week, though, is a friendly reminder from 2007 when Rip and I were fans of the squad, still fans of the squad. 2007, though, Cardinals had the 5th overall pick, just to get your memory going here again. And instead of drafting the best player available, which I guess this is just a reminder for teams to just draft the best player available, they went with the whole need concept. And they bypassed former one star guest running back Adrian Peterson, who was ranked as the 3rd overall prospect at the time, behind another one star, Calvin Johnson, and a non-one star, Joey Thomas. The Cardinals selected, Rip, do you know? Do you know who the Cardinals selected instead of Adrian Peterson?
There's been so many busts over the years, DK. I can't keep them straight. I'm going to guess it was too early. I was going to say DJ Humphries, but that was way more recent. I don't know, DK. Who was it?
Good for you for taking this trauma and tucking it away where it belongs. It's going to come out probably in aggressive yelling or something in the future when you're getting ready for a vacation. The Cardinals selected right tackle Levi Brown. Peterson went, obviously, 2 picks later to the Vikings. We know how his career shaped up. League MVP, remains the last non-quarterback to win the damn award. He had some injuries and things got a little tougher for Adrian, but just to remind the fans, and in 2013, our guy Levi Brown retired after playing 4 games in 6 years. So one star moment, 2007, Sad Boys Club, Arizona Cardinals. Just a reminder to always draft the best talent, Rip. One star.
Is that right? Wait, is that right? He really played 4 games in 6 years? Is that accurate?
4 games in 6 years. Look it up. I think I'm full of wrong information tonight. I very well could be. 2026, though. Let it fly. If you got it, let it fly. You got that Levi Brown jersey, that red one chilling in your closet, throw it on. Throw it on for 2007. Really bamboozled. Could add Calvin Johnson on that squad. Trade up. That's the play. Trade up. Essentially, I'm talking to you again, Arizona Cardinals. This is a roundabout way, talking right to you. Trade on up. Fernando Mendoza. We'll sell so many tickets. Very Hispanic in the Southwest. It's trade up.
He's
Draft
Cuban,
DK.
Let's You're full of wrong information. He's Cuban. Come on.
One star recommendations of the week. Let's recommend something nice. I'll start. I moved to the new townhouse here. It's been great. The one thing that has not been great is you could tell when a place is in need of a good vacuum. And I know why this place felt like it's been in need of a good vacuum. The vacuum here that was at the house when we moved in, it is a cordless Bissell. Okay? A cordless Bissell is like a toy car that runs on a little battery. You can kind of zoom in, and if you want to maybe get something real quick, it's fine. It is not like a muscle car to get the goods off the ground, especially when you got a little youngster like DK Jr., mouth to floor everywhere. You got to keep it clean. I'm done with the cordless Bissell. I'm hanging cordless up in the vacuum category in the rafters completely. I'm done with them. My rec of the week is to just buy the muscle car. Time to get one where you plug into the wall. It's a whole new world. I went with a Shark. I got my Shark plug in. It shows me all the stuff that I'm sucking up. I sucked up a full to the brim first vacuum session to the brim. I was very proud. I showed my wife. Super strength, big ass Shark, plug into the wall. Yes, do you have to unplug it when you get to a couple uncomfortable situations in the room and find a new plug in? Yes, is that the most annoying thing in the world? Do you feel like your arm gets sore as you're trying to twist it back up on the vacuum after? Yes. Does it work 15 times better than the shit ass bullshit cordless vacuums? 1,000,000%. Hang them in the rafters. You'll never see me again with a cordless vacuum unless it's one of these little dirt devils. Okay. If I need a little cordless, I'll get myself a Black and Decker dust buster, just like my grandma used to do. That's what I do for that. In the meantime, plug it into the wall. Big boy Shark. Thank you very much. Wreck of the week.
Better have a clean house for that baby crawling around there, DK.
But what that wasn't even that joke. There was no joke in there, Rip. I have two animals full of dander, okay? Tracking in stuff from this damn rain every day into my damn house. I can't be working with no Bissell. That's it. No more Bissell.
I'm going to actually turn this one around and spin it, DK, because I actually need a rec from you and the listeners this week. I am in need of a pregame ritual to fire up my little league team right before games. If you saw it, I know you're not on IG anymore, but there was a manager from a small college team. He went a little viral last week. Basically, what happens is you have your manager's meeting at home plate with the umpire right before the game. You meet the other manager, exchange lineup cards. So this guy, he exchanged the lineup card. He gets the rules or whatever, talks about with the umpire for a minute or two. When that meeting is over, his team is waiting outside the dugout. This guy's like in his 50s or possibly 60s. He leaves the manager's meeting, full sprint to the team, waiting for him, and slides in the dirt into the middle of the team. It fires him up so much because the guy's in his 60s. He's in a full sprint and just slide. He's in baseball pants, all of it. So I'm looking for something along those lines. I'm not going to steal that one because I want to think of my own thing or get a suggestion from listeners, but I need to think of something to fire up my team before games, DK. You got anything for me just off the top of the dome?
Well, that's a pretty good one. And I think this guy stole one of your things because you're a big runner guy. You get a couple of drinks. You like to run. You like to run to Disneyland. Everybody knows parking lot to the teacups. As a matter of fact, I think that just tied it together. Here we go, Rip. You ready? You go ahead. You drop your lineup card. I want you to steal the run because the run's universal. So you can steal the run. That's okay. Steal the run. Go back to your kids in a huddle in a circular formation, and you get in the middle, and they teacup ride you, and you act like you're turning it, and you do the teacup.
That has nothing to do with baseball, DK. The teacups are
I know
completely
it's
separate.
fun. It gets their mind. It gets their mind just off seriousness, and just do the teacup, and then you say go. Then you say go Ducks.
Any listeners have suggestions? Send them in at One Star Recruits on social media. Hit us up. I can't take that, DK. I mean, there's no way that's gonna go viral for all the wrong reasons, right there.
I think that's pretty good. How about just a huddle in general? How about going back and huddling up, and then something happens in that huddle?
I do like the sprint. I do like the sprint. I really don't want to steal it. I thought about running around the bases.
You can't slide. That's too slide, but you can sprint back and you can get to a huddle. That's we got you 80% of the way there. Maybe you just get back and everybody yells pizza at the top of their lungs. You run back and then you just yell out pepperoni pizza and just like because it's weird, and people will be thrown off. The other team will be thrown off by this persona.
It might work. I have a game tomorrow at 4:30.
Maybe you can let the kid. You can pick the kid of the day to pick whatever word he wants, and you guys just yell it, and it can be whatever he wants.
What if it's a curse word?
With it can't be 6, 7, and it can't be a curse word. Anything else is in play. You want to say pyramid? You want to say Raising Canes? Or you want to say duck sauce? All in play.
What if I bring a Dyson out to the field and try to vacuum up the dirt, like mock vacuum on the infield?
Sweep, mock sweep. You can act like you're cleaning in the huddle, and they can. I don't know. I got you to the huddle, man. I led the duck till water, but I think you got to do the run because you're a runner. But this guy just big cucked you pretty much doing the run and the slide. He stole the show. Here's the problem with this guy. He's the star of the show. The kids aren't the star of the show. You're able to make the kids the star of the show by just letting them pick one word, and kids love that stuff. Whatever they want.
That's a good point. That's a good point because you never want to steal the show from who the spotlight should be.
Yeah,
on.
now the kids are it, and even maybe it's a kid who's not playing and he's on the bench. He picks the word, and hell yeah, Dylan, and he wants to say coconut, or he wants to talk about speech impediments. Okay, speech impediments. You just yell it. Everybody says, and then you go kick ass. It's a great. She's got a 5-star answer right there. Hit him with something better than that. I think I got you to the huddle, though. Rip reacts. Hit the music. Everybody's favorite three-point shooter, Trae Young, was tossed from the Wizards' debut. Before playing even a single second, he was tossed from the bench. Is this the ultimate way to start a new era in DC, Rip? Is this the goon energy DC was looking for? Is this the thing you have to do, Rip? Maybe you just get ejected before your game.
I saw it, and the reason it happened was not even. It was like a little tiny shove from one of the opposing team's players to one of his teammates. So they said, "Oh, he's looking out for his teammate." It wasn't even close to a fight. It was like the tiniest shove ever. So actually, like a really bonehead move to get on the court because everybody knows if you're in the NBA and you're on the bench and you step on the court to intervene in a fracas, then you're going to get ejected and possibly suspended. So bonehead move. I mean, at least make it worth it. At least get a punch in or something.
This is just a 1-star leader. Big Trae Young. Wizards, get your jerseys. Get your jerseys if you're out there in Alexandria. NFL Combine. I don't know if this become a red flag or not. I wanted to ask you. Penn State's got a defensive tackle, Zane Durant. He posted the fastest 40 ever at his position, 4.7 or something crazy. But scouts are obsessed with his short arms. Last year in the draft, the Patriots picked an offensive tackle, short arms. I want to know if Rip cares. Short arms. Does this matter to you? A guy has short arms. Are you out? Are you done with him?
This actually hits close to home, DK, because you and I both have a friend, a really good friend, comedian Adam Lamb, who has very short arms compared to the rest of his body. And there's some sports he's physically incapable of playing. Basketball, baseball, bowling is one of them. But he actually was a really good honorable mention 8-man football player in a small town in Arizona. So I have seen success in the sport of football from someone with short arms. So I'm not going to knock the guy for having it. It's not a reason for me to stay away from him in the draft. If it was, I would never be friends with comedian Adam Lamb. But yeah, his arms are super short, but still a good person.
You know what they say about short arms? Short arms, man. Adam knows. Get that Airbnb in Laughlin. He'll be out
Short
there.
arms, big balls.
That's what they say. Your guy Craig Sagnetti just signed 8-year, $100 million extension. So are you okay with where we're at now with college coaches? You have one national title run and a great year, and now you make more money than the best NBA superstars, or right up there with NBA stars. Rip, fair, equal.
I mean, NBA superstars are making like 60 a year. So no, but sure, why not? I mean, this guy, imagine how much money and attention and notoriety and fame he brought to the University of Indiana over the last 2 years. He basically
he ain't
turned
playing. He's not on the field.
He's clearly responsible for it, though. Turned a 100% basketball school into a now maybe 50-50 basketball football school in 2 years, DK. It's clearly him. He deserves the money.
Jonathan Kuminga is out in Atlanta balling, dunking like Dominic Wilkins, averaging 22, 5 and 7 assists. Did Steve Kerr mess up, or is this just a new guy in the new city and he's just letting his his balls hang a little bit, and the real Jonathan Kuminga will come out here in a couple weeks. Or did Steve Kerr mess this up?
No, I think the latter. I think a change of scenery is, brings a little more motivation and excitement for the first part of it. And then you'll see in a few months, I mean, Atlanta will get bounced in the first round. They'll be the same old Hawks. He'll just be a player on the Hawks and probably end up with a mediocre career down there unless he gets a fresh start somewhere else. But it's, what do they say? It's temporary, not permanent, I think.
The last one. It's been bubbling a little bit more for a retirement home since we're on the Golden State tip. We'll stay here. Rumors that Steph, Draymond are just going to stay. Mr. Lakeup's going to keep them, do the right thing, let him retire in that city, and then bring in LeBron James. Everybody's about 38 years and over there. You watching that, Rip? Does that have any chance of success?
I mean, you never know, but the rest of the league is getting younger, and these older guys don't have a good track record the last couple of years. So I think it's all about the Oklahoma Cities, the Spurs, the young legs, the young blood. It's a fun story, but I don't see it working. I don't see a championship coming from that.
It's a one-star lesson coming from the Golden State Warriors. It's the story of Rome. You go from greatness to nothing, and you got to start over again. Arizona Cardinals. We'll be back next week.
See you next week. Peace.